we have started this unit number 5, that is dimension analysis, similitude modeling, and drag and lift forces. So I think out of that, I think we have completed what is meant by dimension analysis. Then we have gone for the dimensional, that fundamental dimensions of the properties that we are using frequently in our fluid mechanics. So I think then afterwards one theorem is there, that is Rayleigh's theorem, that also we have completed. Am I right? Then dimensional homogeneity means what? That we have completed. Then Rayleigh's method we have completed. So Rayleigh's method, what is the disadvantage of Rayleigh's method? That day we find. Anybody of you? Anybody of you can unmute and tell me what are the drawbacks of the Rayleigh's method? Anybody of you? Drawbacks of Rayleigh's method? Anybody? Nobody? Friday we have taken lecture and we have completed that. Last problem was there where the numeric variables are 4 and we wanted to get the relationship amongst those 4 variables, and we got that equation at the last 3 equations were there, and only unknown, I think was 3 equations was there and 4 unknowns were there. I think this was only the problem. So 4 unknown and 3 equations were there, and due to that it was not possible to get the correct answers of that, and we have then third unknown, or D, we have written all the 3 unknowns in terms of only one unknown, that is 3 unknowns A, B, C we have written in terms of D, and we got the relation. But when number of variables become more, then this Rayleigh's method of dimension analysis becomes very laborious, and it was not suitable for solving the relation, for solving the experimental analysis of the variables, because it will become very complicated and lengthy. Therefore, we have to switch over to another theorem or another method that is called as Buckingham's pi theorem. So here another method is there, it is going to be Buckingham's pi theorem. So again it is also going to be Buckingham's pi theorem. Again it is going to be again relationship to, if number of variables are there, then we have to relate them by using the dimensions. So it is Buckingham's pi theorem is also one of the dimensional analysis only. Okay, and is useful when number of variables are become more. If more than 4, more than only one, if it is 1 or 2 or 3 variables are there, then Rayleigh's method we can use. But if the number of variables are become more than 4 or 5, then it is very difficult to solve by Rayleigh's method, and in that case we have to use this Buckingham's pi theorem method. Okay, so first of all we'll see what is meant by Buckingham's pi theorem. Okay, then so Buckingham's pi theorem is there. So based on the dimensions, it is making the groups of the variables, and that groups of the variables we can relate afterwards that groups of the variables. Okay, so let us first understand this Buckingham's pi theorem. So this difficulty of Rayleigh's method is overcome by the Buckingham's pi theorem. So if there are n variables, now There are two types of variables we have studied on that day. One is dependent variable and another is independent. Dependent means what? The variable which depends on other variable, that variable is called as dependent variable. Others we on which those variables are depending, those variables are uh, independent variable depends on which quantity. These variables are called as what? Independent variables. Okay. So if there are n variables, total, that is dependent plus independent, in a physical phenomena, any physical phenomena if you take, and if there are n variables are there, okay, and if these variable contains m fundamental dimensions. M fundamental dimension means what? Here, to represent all these variables, n variable, how many fundamental dimensions we require? That is mlt. Maybe sometimes 2 requires, third will not be required, then m will be 2. Okay, then variables are arranged in n minus m dimensional less term. Then variables, all the variables are arranged in n minus m dimensional less term, and each term is called as pi term, and each term is called as pi term. So everybody getting now? So Buckingham's pi theorem tells us that if there are n variables in bracket dependent and independent in a physical phenomena, and these variables contain m fundamental dimensions, then variables are arranged in n minus m dimensionless term. Okay, now tell me, write down this Buckingham's pi theorem first. Everybody is writing, please write down. If there are n variables in bracket dependent and independent in a physical phenomena, and if these variable contains m fundamental dimensions in bracket m l t, then the variables are arranged in n minus m dimensional less term. Each term is called as pi term. Each term is called as pi term. Let let x1 comma x2 comma x3 comma dash dash up to xn are the variables involved in a physical problem. Let x be dependent variable. Let x1 be dependent variable. Let x1 be dependent variable, and others means what? X2, x3, x4, that up to xn are independent variables. On which x1 depends. So this is called x1 will be dependent, x2 to xn will be independent variable. Then x1 is a function of then x2 comma x3 and xn up to xn. Mathematically x1 is a f of x2 comma x3 up to xn. This is also or f of, this can be written as what? F of x1 comma x2 comma x3 comma dash up to xn is equal to 0. F of x1 comma x2 comma x3 of x1 is equal to 0. Okay. Everybody understood this, at least sentences, statements? Any? Okay. What is dependent variable? What is independent variable? Everybody know what is n? What is m? Everybody know. Now we'll take problem so that we'll understand better. Everybody? Okay. So everybody understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Understood? Shall we take numerical so that we'll understand better way? Okay. Now, okay. This is is it visible to all? Numerical is we'll
Yes.
go for the numerical so that we'll get everything in everything with procedure. Okay. Now write down the numerical. The resisting force R of a supersonic plane during flight can be considered can be dependent upon length of aircraft L, velocity V, air viscosity mu, air density rho, and bulk modulus of air K. Express the functional relationship between these variables and resisting force. You would return this numerical. Please say yes because we are having less time. Please chat in chat box. Tell yes over numerical so that we'll proceed because it will take much 1 hour at least this numerical because we have to understand every procedure of solving this numerical. Okay. Yes, over. I think now Pramod Avlekar, Shivani, Nane. Okay. Now here, how many number of variables are there? Please tell. So we'll write R, that is resisting force R, is depends on or means it is a function of here dependent on length of aircraft. So we'll write F of L, then velocity V, air viscosity mu, air density rho, and bulk modulus. So how many n are there? Number of variables are there? Anybody? Or we can therefore f of, we can write as a mathematical procedure, f of what? R, comma L, comma V, comma mu, comma rho, comma k is equal to 0. Then how many number of variables are there? Total number of variables means dependent plus independent. How many are there? Please tell. How many are there? You count it. This will be 1. This will be 2. This will be 2, 3. This will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Number of variables become what? 6. So first of all, we have to write that number of variables are n is equal to 6. 6. Okay, there is no problem for that. Then number of fundamental dimensions. Now to represent this R, L, V, mu, rho, K, how many fundamental dimensions required? Okay, then R is nothing but what? Resistance force. What will be unit of resistance force? R. What is SI unit of resistance force? Anybody? Resistance force means what? Force. It is having unit what? Newton.
Newton.
Okay, good. So Newton. Okay, and Newton we can express in terms of fundamental dimensions as a m raised to 1, L raised to 1, T raised to minus 2. That I think everybody, that all fundamental dimensions of some of the important quantities or variables, it should be on your tip of tongue. Okay, so m L T raised to minus 2, or you can develop that skill also there. Then L, length. Length means what? Length means only meter, therefore m raised to 0, L raised to 1, T raised to 0. Then V, velocity, meter per second, L raised to 1, T raised to minus 1, m raised to 0. Mu, viscosity, dynamic viscosity. What is the unit? Newton second per meter square. And that we can write in terms of now, that also we are last lecture we have gone for this. Newton second per meter square means kg meter, Newton means kg meter per second square, then S and meter square. So it will become what? M raised to 1, L raised to minus 1, T raised to minus 1. Rho is equal to m raised to kg per meter cube. M raised to 1, L raised to minus 3, and T raised to 0. And then K, bulk modulus of elasticity. It will be what? Nothing but bulk modulus of elasticity. Here, resistance force, okay, dP, pressure divided by volume. So it is K is equal to, that way it is K is equal to bulk modulus of elasticity. We have defined what is bulk modulus of elasticity. Here it is equal to what? Change of pressure, dP, pressure, unit of pressure, divided by volumetric strain, okay, or V, okay, volumetric strain. So it will become volumetric unit of pressure. Pressure means force per unit area. So it will be divided by area means what? L raised to minus 1. So our resistance Newton. So dP, volumetric strain, no unit. Only there will be, what is the unit of bulk modulus? It is unit of pressure. And pressure is nothing but force per unit area. Force per unit, force divided by area. And it is equal to what? Newton divided by meter square. And Newton divided by meter square means what? M, it is, we are having no unit of ml T raised to minus 2 divided by meter square means L square. Okay, So it will become m raised to 1, l raised to, this l will become cancelled and it will, denominator l will become, there will be there, therefore l raised to minus 1, t raised to minus 2. This will be about units of k. Everybody understand this? All the MLT forms of all the quantities, independent quantities, independent variables. Please write yes or over fast. Swas, no problem. Swas, I think today is active. Good. Others, please. Okay. Ishwani Nane. Others, please reply fast.
नाही
Prathamesh, Prathamesh, please unmute. Please mute. Prathamesh. Okay. Then number of fundamental dimensions will be what? To represent these quantities, how many fundamental dimensions are required? MLT. So here for R, MLT are required. Means for, we have to grouply, we say that to represent all these 6 quantities, here fundamental dimensions involved are 3 only. Though some cases it is not there, but here overall, how many fundamental dimensions are required? M, L and T. Okay. So therefore M, number of fundamental dimensions are M is equal to 3. म्हणजे एकाला जरी 3 डायमेन्शन्स लागत असतील आणि बाकीच्याला एकच लागत असेल, 2 लागत असतील, पण ओव्हरऑल त्या एकट्यासाठी आपल्याला 3 डायमेन्शन्स वापरावे लागतात. म्हणून फंडामेंटल डायमेन्शन्स किती घ्यायचे? 3. एम इज इक्वल टू 3. आता इथं कुठल्याच व्हेरिएबलला एक एम हा पॅरामीटर नसेल तर मात्र काय येणार? फक्त एल आणि टी. तिथं काय येणार? एम इज इक्वल टू 2. एव्हरीडी गेटिंग? इथं काय कन्फ्युजन आहे का कोणाला? एकाला जरी 3 डायमेन्शन्स लागत असतील फंडामेंटल डायमेन्शन्स, तर तरी सुद्धा एम इज इक्वल टू किती घ्यायचं आपण? 3. एव्हरीडी अंडरस्टँड दिस कन्सेप्ट? डोंट कन्फ्यूज. नाउ according to Buckingham's pi theorem, if how many dimensionless pi term will be there? Number of dimensionless pi term will be how many? According to Buckingham's pi theorem, n minus m, therefore is equal to what? 3. X is equal to 6 here. 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. Okay. Now how many pi terms means? Pi means pi 1. That will therefore f of these 3 pi terms are there. We'll nomenclate them as a first term as a pi 1, second term as a pi 2, and third term as a pi 3. Pi 1, pi 2, pi 3. These 3 pi terms are there. So these pi terms are formed. Therefore, we'll write as a f of pi 1, pi 2, pi 3 is equal to 0. That way, because these are group of variable, therefore we can write these are only, we have grouped this. Therefore, f of pi 1, pi 2, pi 3 is equal to 0. Okay. Anybody having doubt? Up to this, anybody having doubt? Understood? Completed these write-ups. N is equal to m is equal to 3. Dimensionless terms are 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. Then number of pi term here we can write as a f of pi 1, pi 2, pi 3 is equal to 0. Okay. Understood? Nikita Pawar, Shivani, Subhas, Pramod, please write.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Others reply like Subhas or chat box. Yes. Okay, Shivani Nani. Okay, Pramod. Okay, good. Now then, we have to form the pyterms. Okay. Now each pyterm, there is a rule that each pyterm is contain m plus one variable. This is write down here. This is the rule. What is here? Each pyterm, because each pyterm is consisting of what? M plus one variable. M plus one variable. Okay. And each pyterm contains m number of repeating variables. Okay. Out of 6 variables, R, L, V, mu, OK, 3 variables are to be selected as repeating variable. म्हणजे जेवढे m असतील, आता एक पहिली एक each pyterm, now I will go for that. Pyterm each pyterm consisting of 2 kinds of variables. Now, dependent and independent is there, but now each pyterm is consisting of what? 2 kinds of variables. One is what? Repeating variables. Repeating and non-repeating variable. Non-repeating variable. Okay. So each pyterm consisting of how many types of variable? Here dependent and independent is different. Now here it is what? Repeating and non-repeating variable. Now repeating means what? That variable repeats in each pyterm. Now how many pyterms are there? Py1, py2, py3. So that variable repeats in each and every pyterm. सगळ्या पाय मध्ये term असणार. Okay. So that variables are called as repeating. And non-repeating means what? That variable repeats only in one pyterm. That non-repeating variable means what? It repeats only in individual pyterm. एका पायटर मध्ये आले तर दुसऱ्या पायटर मध्ये ते असणार नाही. आणि रिपीटिंग मात्र काय असणार? प्रत्येक पायटर म्हणजे प्रत्येक पायटर मध्ये असणार. आणि एक पाय जे आहे, पाय1 जी टर्म आहे, पाय टर्म, तर ती कशी असणार? रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल्स प्लस नॉन रिपीटिंग. आणि रिपीटिंग जेवढे एम असतील, फंडामेंटल डायमेन्शन असतील, तेवढे काय असतात? रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल. आणि त्याच्यापेक्षा एक न जास्त पायटर्म असते. एम म्हणजे रिपीटिंग झाले आणि दुसरी असते ती नॉन रिपीटिंग. नॉन रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल मध्ये काय? तर तो व्हेरिएबल इज नॉट रिपीटिंग इन इच अदर पायटर्म्स. फॉर एक्झाम्पल आता आपण इथे दिलेलं आहे काय? इथे समजा आपण आपल्याला त्या 6 व्हेरिएबल पैकी 3 व्हेरिएबल काय झाले? हे रिपीटिंग झाले. ओके. आणि 3 काय झाले? नॉन रिपीटिंग झाले. ओके. तर आता इथं पाय1 इज इक्वल टू व्हॉट? पाय1 मध्ये एल आहे, व्ही आहे आणि काय? रो आहे. पाय2 मध्ये पण काय? एल आहे, व्ही आहे आणि रो आहे. इथं पण पाय3 मध्ये काय? एल आहे, व्ही आहे आणि रो आहे. तर ह्या व्हेरिएबलला काय म्हणायचं? एल व्ही रो. एल व्ही रो ला काय म्हणायचं आपण? रिपीटिंग. का रिपीटिंग म्हणायचं? बिकॉज दे रिपीट्स इन एव्हरी पायटर्न. आणि त्या आता आर बघितलं तुम्ही, आर इज नॉट रिपीटिंग in pi2 and pi3. So therefore R is called as, anybody? R is called as, anybody? काय म्हणायला लागला R ला? Anybody? Chat box or unmute? Non-repeating variable. Correct. Everybody got now idea, Nikita? Idea about repeating variable and non-repeating variable? एक प्रत्येक पाय टर्म काय असते? एक रिपीटिंग आणि दुसरा काय असतो? नॉन रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल. आता रिपीटिंग आता आपल्याला नॉन रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल सिलेक्ट करायला एक मेथोडॉलॉजी आहे, नियम आहेत काय? तर ते नियम आपण बघूया. आता मेथड फॉर सिलेक्टिंग, दिस आर गोइंग टू बी मेथड फॉर सिलेक्टिंग रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल्स. एव्हरीडे अंडरस्टँड? फर्स्ट मला सांगा सगळ्यांनी, रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल तुम्हाला कळाले म्हणजे काय असतं? नॉन रिपीटिंग म्हणजे कळाले?
येस सर.
ओके. सुहास, ऑदर्स? ओके. आता रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल सिलेक्ट करायसाठी सम प्रोसिजर इज देअर. आता ते हे नेम आहेत, हे नेम आपले ह्या नियमानुसार आपल्याला रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल सिलेक्ट करावं लागते. द नंबर ऑफ रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल्स आर इक्वल टू नंबर ऑफ फंडामेंटल डायमेन्शन्स ऑफ द प्रॉब्लेम. पहिला नियम काय आपला, नंबर ऑफ रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल्स आर इक्वल टू नंबर ऑफ फंडामेंटल डायमेन्शन्स ऑफ द प्रॉब्लेम. म्हणजे त्या प्रॉब्लेम मध्ये किती फंडामेंटल डायमेन्शन असतील तेवढे रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल्स असतात. हा पहिला नियम. आपल्या आता नाऊ इन आवर करंट प्रॉब्लेम हाऊ मेनी फंडामेंटल डायमेन्शन्स आर देअर? somebody can reply.
3.
3 करेक्ट, व्हेरी गुड. m इज इक्वल टू 3 म्हणजे रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल आपले किती असणार आता? 6 पैकी 3 म्हणजे रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल पण किती असले? इज इक्वल m इज इक्वल टू 3 देअरफॉर is equal to what? Repeating variables. I will write RV, repeating variable. Now, first name काय बघा, as far as possible किंवा it is rule, dependent variable should not be selected as a repeating variable. जो variable depend आहे that variable will not select as a here repeating variable. कधी सिलेक्ट करायचं? डिपेंडंट व्हेरिएबल शुड नॉट बी सिलेक्टेड ॲज ए रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल. आता आपल्या न्यूमेरिक मध्ये डिपेंडंट व्हेरिएबल कुठला आहे बघू, कोणाला लक्ष आहे?
R.
So R will not be, 6 पैकी R will not be, we are not going to select R as a repeating variable. म्हणजे आता फक्त 5 पैकी 3 म्हणजे 2. ओके, then repeating variable should be chosen in such a way that one variable contain geometric property. सहसा काय करायचं, one variable contain geometric property. कुठली कुठली geometric property? like length L, diameter D, height H, etc. म्हणजे एक व्हेरिएबल त्यातला काय असावा, जॉमेट्रिक ग्रुप मधला असावा, म्हणजे जॉमेट्रिक प्रॉपर्टी रिप्रेझेंट करणारा असावा. ओके, फॉर एक्झाम्पल लेंथ, डायमीटर, हाईट, ओके, एरिया. ओके, अदर व्हेरिएबल शुड कंटेन फ्लो प्रॉपर्टी. दुसरा जर घ्यायचा असेल तर काय करावं लागेल, 3 घ्यायचे समजा तर अदर व्हेरिएबल कंटेन फ्लो प्रॉपर्टी सच ॲज, फ्लो प्रॉपर्टी कुठली आहे आपली, व्हेलॉसिटी, एक्सेलरेशन, एटसेट्रा, म्हणजे कायनेमॅटिक प्रॉपर्टी. and third variable flow property, and third variable should contain fluid property. इथे flow property म्हणजे काय, फोर्स पण येऊ शकतो. and third variable काय, here fluid property such as dynamic viscosity, density, specific weight, pressure, etc. everybody getting now? म्हणजे जर आपल्याला रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल कशा असावा, एक असावा जॉमेट्रिक प्रॉपर्टी दाखवणारा, लेंथ, डायमीटर, हाईट, एरिया. दुसरा असतो तो फ्लो प्रॉपर्टी. फ्लो प्रॉपर्टी म्हणजे व्हेलॉसिटी, एक्सेलरेशन व्हेरिएबल. आणि तिसरा असावा फ्लुइड प्रॉपर्टी. फ्लुइड प्रॉपर्टी म्हणजे कुठली, त्याची डेन्सिटी किती आहे, त्याची विस्कॉसिटी, बल्क क्वांटिटी ऑफ इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, स्पेसिफिक वेट, ज्या आपण फ्लुइड प्रॉपर्टी घेतल्या त्यातला एक असावा. ओके, नाऊ द रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल सिलेक्टेड शुड नॉट फॉर्म ए डायमेन्शनल ग्रुप. या सगळ्यांचा एकच डायमेन्शनल ग्रुप नसावा. ते जर आपण एकत्र मांडले एल घेतले तर त्याच्यापासून ते डायमेन्शन 0 नसावे त्या सगळ्या ग्रुपचा, M0, L0, T0, म्हणजे ते इट शुड नॉट हॅव ए डायमेन्शनल लेस ग्रुप. हा होत असतो, ह्या एवढ्या पॅरामीटर घेतल्या की हा येतो. आता हा महत्वाची अट आहे काय, रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल टुगेदर मस्ट हॅव द सेम नंबर ऑफ फंडामेंटल डायमेन्शन्स. हे बरोबर आहे. नो टू, हे महत्वाचं आहे सगळ्यात, नो टू रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल शुड हॅव सेम डायमेन्शन्स. म्हणजे समजा तुम्ही आता L घेतला, एक रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल समजा एक घेतला L, तर तुम्ही H घेणार का रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल? L घेतला तर H घेणार का रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल? नो टू रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल्स शुड हॅव सेम डायमेन्शन. म्हणजे 2 रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबलला सेम डायमेन्शन्स नसावे. इफ वी टेकन L, शॅल वी टेक H? घेणार का? L चं डायमेन्शन्स काय आपलं, मीटर. हेड असतो, H म्हणजे काय आपला असतो हेड, हेडचं डायमेन्शन काय, मीटर. तर ह्या दोघांचे डायमेन्शन एक असल्यानंतर L घेतल्यानंतर म्हणून H घ्यायचा नाही, किंवा D, तिसरा D पण घ्यायचा नाही. एवढी अंडरस्टँड दिस प्रोसिजर हिअर रिपीटिंग. सो हे आपल्याला टिप ऑफ टंग पाहिजे आता कुठलं, मेथड ऑफ सिलेक्टिंग रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल. सो व्हाय इट इज रिक्वायर्ड, बिकॉज पाय टर्म्स आर consisting of repeating variables and non-repeating variables, and to represent the repeating variables here we have to have some methodology. Non-repeating ला methodology नाही, नियम नाही. फक्त how many are there for repeating variable? Here repeating variables there are some methods or procedure. I will repeat once again. The number of repeating variables are equal to number of fundamental dimensions in the problem. Then dependent variable should not be selected as a repeating variable. पहिला नियम dependent variable. याचे 3 नियम तर तुम्ही लक्षात ठेवले पाहिजे. कुठला? Fundamental dimension is equal to repeating variables. दूसरा, as far as dependent variables should not be the part of repeating variables. Repeating variables should be selected in such a fashion that one variable should contain geometric property like length, diameter, area, height. Second repeating variable, if you want to take, it should contain some flow property. Flow property means what is that? Velocity, acceleration, force, like that. And third one is there, it is fluid property. Fluid property means density, bulk modulus of velocity, specific weight. Then no two repeating variables should have same dimensions. I think it is sufficient for the problems. Okay. Or then if we will here do this, then the repeating variable selected should not form a dimensionless group. If you take care of this, it will not form. So sample set they have given. So diameter d, velocity v, rho. Diameter म्हणजे length group मधला diameter, flow property मधला velocity, fluid property मधला rho. किंवा l v rho. ते झालं सेकंड. ओके, l सॉरी डायमीटरच्या ठिकाणी काय लेंथ, velocity v आणि डेन्सिटी ॲज ए रो. इकडे पुन्हा l v म्यू, लेंथ, velocity आणि फ्लुइड प्रॉपर्टीचा म्यू, d v म्यू. हे सेट झाले. एव्हरीबडी अंडरस्टँड how to select repeating variables? Written somewhere important points. I will give notes to you, but still understood. At least mention yes. If doubts are there, ask. Yes. Okay. Good. Now, in our problem, now we'll come to our problem. Okay. Now here in our problem, R, shall we select R as a repeating variable? R shall we select? No, correct. L, now length group will select one as a, geometric group will select one as a repeating variable. So कुठला घेणार आपण geometric group मला समजा आपण घेतला L. We'll take L as a repeating variable, comma. Then velocity will directly flow property मधला कुठला velocity. आता लेंथ घेतल्यानंतर पुन्हा डायमीटर घ्यायची गरज नाही, velocity. And here रो मी घ्यायच्या पहिल्यांदा प्रॉपर्टी आपण काय करतो नेहमी डेन्सिटी रो जी आधी सोपी असते ती here it will be rho. So LV rho will select as a repeating variable. आता जर आपण हे सिलेक्ट केले, will select, it will be in your choice. Somebody may select LV mu, no problem. Somebody may select LVK, no problem. फक्त R घ्यायचं नाही, त्या 5 पैकी कुठलेही आपण एक 3 रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल घेऊ शकतो. का 3 घ्यायचे? कारण m इज इक्वल टू किती आपले 3. जेवढे m असतील तेवढे रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल असणार. ओके, सो L, V and rho. Everybody got this? Now these variables and pattern means what? L, V, rho and every pattern will contain one non-repeating. Non-repeating म्हणजे काय? तो फक्त आता R आपण घेतला तर R repeats only in one term. It is available or it is exist in only one pattern, pi 1. It will not exist in another patterns. Therefore it is called as non-repeating variable. Okay, इथे काय झालं? L, V, rho they are repeating in all 3 terms, but only R non-repeating repeats or appears in only one pattern. Then mu राहिलेले कुठले? आता L, V, rho झाल्यानंतर राहिलेले जे आहेत 3 कुठले राहिला? R झाला म्यू आणि तुमचा K. हे काय झाले तुमचे नॉन रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल. दीज आर कॉल्ड एज व्हाट? नॉन रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल. आणि दीज आर कॉल्ड एज व्हाट? रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल. RV and I will call this as NRV. Now pi 1 is considered L, V, rho, but arbitrary powers of all these repeating variable will be different in each pattern. They will be different in each pi term. So L raised to A1, इथे जर आपण A1 म्हणलं, V raised to B1 आणि रो raised to C1. तर दुसऱ्या पाय टर्म मध्ये पाय 2 ची टर्म काय असणार, L raised to A2, V raised to B2, रो raised to C2. They are repeating, but their arbitrary powers are different depending on the dimensions. आणि पाय टर्म म्हणजे काय आहे, डायमेन्शनल लेस ग्रुप आहे. म्हणजे ह्याचं डायमेन्शन्स कसे असणार, नो डायमेन्शन्स, m raised to 0, L raised to 0, सगळ्या पाय टर्म डायमेन्शन काय असणार, m raised to 0, L raised to 0 and t raised to 0. आणि इथली जी पॉवर आहे, आर्बिट्ररी पॉवर रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल्स असणार, पण त्याची पॉवर काय असणार, डिफरंट असणार. म्हणून पाय 1 आय कॅन राईट ॲज ए रिपीटिंग कुठले एल व्ही रो, त्याची पॉवर्स झाल्या A1, B, A1, L raised to A1, V raised to B1, रो raised to C1 and R, वन ऑफ द रिपीटिंग नॉन रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल. आता इथं नॉन रिपीटिंग घेतल्यानंतर दुसऱ्या ह्याच्यामध्ये काय घेणार, म्यू. ओके, तिसऱ्यामध्ये के. ह्याला आर्बिट्ररी पॉवर काय गरज नाही, कारण एकच असणार. पण याची मात्र एल व्ही रो ची आर्बिट्ररी पॉवर्स काय असतात, डिफरंट असणार. Everybody understand this? Therefore, we can write pi 1 as a L raised to A1, V raised to B1, रो raised to C1 into R. Pi 2 is equal to L raised to A2, V raised to B2, रो raised to C2 into comma mu. And pi 3 is equal to L raised to A3, V raised to B3, रो raised to C3. A1, B1, C1, A2, B2, C2, A3, B3, C3 are the arbitrary powers. Everybody understand how to write pi 1, pi 2, pi 3 terms? I'm taking this numerical slowly because this is common procedure for all the numericals. Understood? Return yes, over. Doubts असतील तर doubts विचारा. Confuse होऊ नका, कारण दिस इज व्हेरी युजफुल टेक्निक, रिसर्च मध्ये वापरली जाते टेक्निक. तुमच्या M.Tech, PhD आणि पुन्हा मला एक HMT म्हणून सब्जेक्ट आहे, त्याच्यावरचे 2 चॅप्टर याच्यावर अवलंबून आहेत नेक्स्ट इयरला. Therefore, don't confuse करू नका आणि अभ्यास करा. सुहास ओनली अंडरस्टूड, ऑदर्स प्लीज रिप्लाय. ओके, प्रमोद आवलेकर येस ओव्हर, गुड. ऑदर्स प्लीज रिप्लाय. Pramod and Suhas, other are doubts, understand, you can ask doubts. Okay, Nikita Pawar, Shivani, Shubham Singan, so many are there. Anybody other than them? Nikita Pawar, Shivani Nani, you understood or not? Please reply that I will proceed. Okay, understood. Written. Okay. Okay. Gaurav. Good. Shaneshwar. Okay, Shaneshwar. Now, what our next term is there? Now this is well step 1, step 2, step 3 were completed. Okay. Pi term how to write repeating and non-repeating variable. ओके, स्टेप 2 आणि स्टेप 3 एकच असते, म्हणजे पाय 1 आणि पाय 2 रिप्रेझेंट करायच्या. आता इच पाय टर्म इज सॉल्व्ड बाय प्रिन्सिपल ऑफ डायमेन्शनल होमोजिनिटी फॉर पाय टर्म. आता पाय टर्म म्हणजे काय, डायमेन्शनल होमोजिनिटी म्हणजे काय, जेवढे डायमेन्शन्स एल च्या साईडला असतील एम चे, तेवढे डायमेन्शन्स काय असतील आर च्या साईडला एम चे असतील एल चे. आता पाय 1 इज इक्वल टू, आता पाय 1 घेतली टर्म काय, पाय 1 इज इक्वल टू एल रेस टू A1, V raised to B1, रो raised to C1 into R. पण पाय 1 ही टर्म कशी आहे आपली, राईट डाऊन विथ मी, पाय 1 ही टर्म कशी आहे आपली, डायमेन्शनल लेस. देयरफॉर m raised to 0, L raised to 0, T raised to 0 is equal to L raised to A1. आता L म्हणजे काय, MLT म्हणला, M आहे घेतला L, M. ओके, m raised to 0 or m raised to 0, L raised to A1, T raised to 0. velocity V, L raised to 1, T raised to -1. आता सगळ्यांचे MLT फॉर्म आहे, सगळे लिहायचे, M0, L0, T0. L चा M, L raised to A1, V चा L raised to 1, T raised to -1, M raised to 0 असणार, raised to B1. आता रोचा एम एल फॉर्म काय लिहायचा, एम इंटू एल रेस टू मायनस 3 इंटू C1 आणि आरचा एम एल टी रेस टू मायनस 2. You understand? Now we have to find out the arbitrary powers A1, B1 and C1. We have to write the equations. We'll get the equations when we'll equate powers of M. So M raised to 0 means equating powers of M. 0 is equal to, we'll get the equation. Up to this written, pi 1 means L, we have to write L's MLT form, V's MLT form, Rho's MLT form and R MLT form. R's MLT form. Understood? Written up to last line of this page. If you understand first numerical, other numericals are only procedure, only you have to follow. Written. Swaz, others please reply. Swaz is replying fast today. Others. Okay, Shaneshwar Mishra, yes. Okay, others please reply so that I can proceed fast. Okay. Shubham Singhan, yes. श्वास सारखा जर तुम्ही येस म्हणून मेसेज दिला तर बट ऑन करून अनम्यूट करून तर इट विल बी ऑल्सो बेटर. शिवानी नाने, निकिता पवार, प्लीज रिप्लाय. Shall I proceed? Okay. Yes, sir. No, okay. Now equating powers of M, LT on both sides we have. Now powers of, if we equate powers of M, if we equate, then what will be equal? We'll get 0 is equal to M, where is M? C1 plus 1. If it is not there, then C1 plus 1. C1 plus 1. So if you equate this here, powers of M, 0 is equal to C1 plus 1. Therefore, C1 will become minus 1. So we got answer. C1 is equal to minus 1. Similarly, if powers of L, if you equate powers of L, what is powers of L? 0 is equal to A1 plus B1 minus 3C1 plus 1. So equation we are getting here, if we power 0 is equal to A1 plus B1 minus 3C1 plus A1. But C1 is equal to, here C1 we know minus 1 if you put that C1. But B1 also we are noting. So B1 will take here and we'll find. And powers of T, shall I go back? Powers of T means what? 0 is equal to again T minus B1 minus 2. Minus B1 minus 2. So the powers of C minus B1 minus 2. Therefore, B1 is equal to minus 2. And if you put now B1 is equal to minus 2, C1 is equal to minus 1 in this equation, we'll get A1 is equal to minus 2. Everybody understood this? This is very basic. Okay. Powers of M, powers of L and powers of T, we have to apply, and then term pi 1 will become. Now, what is our pi 1 term was there? Pi 1 was L raised to, where written? Pi 1 is equal to what? L raised to A1 V raised to B1 C raised to, sorry, LV rho, not C, LV rho raised to C1 into R. Okay. Now pi 1 is equal to L raised to A1 means you can write minus 2, L raised to minus 2, V raised to my B1 means minus 2, and rho raised to also be here minus 2, C1. Sorry, C here C1 rho raised to minus 1. So it will become R L raised to A1 V and rho raised to C1 means rho. Okay, sorry, it is correct. Here it is minus 1 into R. It is correct. Then what is pi 1 is equal to R. L raised to means it is rho V square L square. Rho V square L square. Rho means rho V square L square. Or like this. So similarly, this is our first pi 1 term. It's our first pi 1 term. You understand? Please reply.
Yes, sir.
Okay, pi 1. Now, similarly, we have to find out pi 2 term. Can you find? Same way, pi 2 is equal to L raised to A2, V raised to B2, rho raised to C2 into mu. Other only dimensions of mu is only different. Other things are same. M raised to 0, L raised to 0, T raised to 0 is equal to L raised to A2. Then V means L raised to L into T1 raised to T raised to minus 1 raised to B2. Then rho raised to M C2 and dimensions of mu kg here Newton second per meter square. Viscosity we already have got it in earlier when we wanted to get MLTs. Okay, then C M, then again powers of M. If you equate for pi 2 term, again 0 is equal to C2 1 C2 plus 1. Okay, therefore C2 will become minus 1. Okay, powers of L, if you equate, 0 is equal to A2 plus B2 minus 3C2 minus 1. And if you 0 is equal to minus B2 T, 0 is equal to minus B2 minus 1, B2 is equal to minus 1. So A, C and B if you put, then A2 will become minus 1. So it is our procedure. So we have to find out A2, B2 and C2. Then pi 2 will become L raised to minus 1, V raised to minus 1, rho raised to minus 1 into mu, or pi 2 will become M mu upon rho VL or LV rho. Understood? Return pi 2 is equal to, understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, good. Shivani, good. Okay, Nikita Power, yes. Written also over, write up over. Are you writing with me? Are you
Yes, sir.
writing, Suhas? Okay, writing. Okay, yes, over. Good.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, good, Suhas. Like Suhas, everybody will reply, it will save our time. Huh? Okay. Then third pattern. Third pattern is what? Again, pi 3 is equal to L raised to A3, V raised to B3, rho raised to C3 into K. Therefore, M raised to 0, L raised to 0, T raised to 0 is equal to L raised to A3. Okay. V means L raised to meter per second. 1, minus 1. Here it is. Then B3, rho K, M into L raised to minus 3 raised to C3. Okay. M raised to M into L raised to minus 1, T raised to minus 2. Again, equating powers of M, L, T. Powers of M, 0 plus is equal to C3 plus 1, C3 is equal to minus 1. Again 0, A3, A3 will become 0 at B3 is equal to minus 2. And pi 3 will become L raised to 0, A3 KTL minus 1. Sorry, A3 0, L raised to 0, V raised to B3, B3 means minus 2. And rho raised to C3, C3 means minus 1 into K. Pi 3 is equal to K divided by L0 means 1, V square rho V square. Substituting this will be pi 3. Okay. Therefore, substituting in equation 2 we get. आता मग असं पहिलं इक्वेशन काय होतं आपलं एकदम फास्ट काय एफ ऑफ पाय 1 आपलं इक्वेशन काय 2 काय होतं एफ ऑफ म्हणजे आपण ग्रुप केल्यानंतर काय आलं पाय 1 कॉमा पाय 2 कॉमा पाय 3 is equal to 0. Okay, therefore f of this, therefore हे मग आपण असं पण लिहू शकतो. This is for function r. ही आता इथली पाय 1 टर्म आहे. That is what we can write this as a f. तर r पाय 1 हे असं पण लिहू शकतो आपण. पाय 1 is another function of phi of comma pi 2 This is one mathematical add. This is last add. Python. Okay. Therefore, pi 1 म्हणजे काय r upon rho v square l square is equal to phi into mu pi 2 म्हणजे mu upon l v rho rho v l comma k divided by rho v square. 0 जर काढायचं असेल तर आपण we can write it. Therefore r ही सगळं मल्टिप्लिकेशन इक्वेशनचे रूल लागू पडतो त्याला. Therefore r is equal to l rho v square l square into phi into mu l v rho comma k rho. So this is our final relationship. We express this relationship. So this is one of the dimensional technique. From that number of group of variables we can relate in this way. Relate in this kind of way. Understood this? Last two terms are little bit important again. F of pi 1, comma pi 2, comma pi 3 is equal to 0 means pi 1 is another function of pi 2 and pi 3. This way, this is a relationship. Everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I will take revision from your side. So प्रत्येकाने एक how we have solved this numerical. Everybody from Buckingham's pi theorem. Everybody have to tell one sentence. So those have at least in our active participation, those have shown. At least they will tell one side. First of all, I will give Suhas. Proceed Buckingham's pi. What should be the procedure?
Yes, sir.
One tool here. First initial procedure you tell. 2 lines.
First we have to by giving data in question, we have to select independent variable. In this example, r is the dependent variable on 5 independent variable, that is l, v, mu, rho,
Okay.
and k.
Okay.
Then we have to, and this equation is first, and the equation second is function of all independent and dependent variable.
Is equal to 0.
And
Then
then
from that we have to calculate n.
in that all variable we have to calculate a dimensional first, that is in MLT form.
Okay. Then we have to measure count n is equal to number of total variable. It should be addition of dependent variable and independent
Independent
variable.
variable.
So n. Then how many fundamental dimensions are required to represent these variables? We have to write count m fundamental dimensions. Then we'll get n and we'll get m. Okay, over. Now next is your Prathamesh. Prathamesh was there also active. Prathamesh, after getting n and m, which theorem would apply? Prathamesh is there. Okay, Shaneshwar, Shivani Nane, मराठी सांगा. We are getting problem English. तर थोडं it will better to tell in English, but if you are facing problem, then tell in Marathi because we have to go fast. Who will tell other than Suhas? I think I am happy with Suhas. Others, please reply. Prathamesh, then Nikita Pawar. n आणि m झाल्यानंतर आपण काउंट केलं नंतर काय करणार? शिवानी नाणे, शनेश्वर मिसाळ, शुभम शिंगण. ओके, सुहास तुम्ही सांगा आता जे कोण मोठे सुहास यू टेल others then after
Yes,
n
sir.
and m. I will
After
correct you.
n and m, we have to calculate number of dimension of pi term, that is n minus m. That
Okay.
is 6 minus 3 is equal to 3. So
we have to determine, we have to calculate number of pi terms. How many pi terms are there? Okay.
there are 3 pi terms in this example.
Okay.
So equation 2 becomes f is equal to pi 1 plus pi 1, pi 2, pi 3 is equal to 0.
Correct. Good.
Then each pi term is equal to m plus 1 variable.
Correct. Good. Very good.
But for selecting a repeating variable, we have to go by
Procedure.
rules.
Okay. Good.
Procedure. Each repeating variable, first repeating variable should contain
dependent variable should not be selected as a repeating variable.
Yes, sir.
Dependent
And,
r. Okay.
first
Then,
variable should geometrical property. Second should contain flow property. and
Good.
third one should contain fluid property.
Good. Very good.
So we select L, V, and rho
Row.
as a
Okay.
repeating
Repeating
variable.
variables. Others
Mm,
will automatically will become non-repeating variables. Correct.
So step 3, each pi term is written as pi1 is equal to L raised to A1, A raised to B1, rho raised to C1 R. Pi2 is equal to L raised to A2, A raised to B2, rho raised to C2 mu. And
Correct.
pi3 is equal to L raised to A3, V raised to B3, rho raised to C3 K.
Correct. Very good. Very good. Very good.
And in step 4, each pi term is solved by principle of dimensional homogeneity. For pi term, we have pi1 is equal to L raised to A, V raised to B, rho raised to C1 R. So by equating the powers of EMLT, we find the values.
Very good, very good. So, and each pi term we have to determine. We have determined the three pi terms, and afterwards what? Lastly, we have to write as a f of pi 1, comma pi 2, comma pi 3 is equal to that we know. Therefore, f of r upon pi 1 term, r upon rho v square L square, comma mu L v rho, comma k upon rho v square is equal to 0. But also we can write lastly that pi 1 is, if you, this is the condition, that pi 1 is function of another function phi of pi 2, comma pi 3. Therefore,
Yes,
r
sir.
upon rho v square L square is equal to phi of pi 2 and pi 3 mu upon L v rho upon k up the comma k upon rho v square. And therefore, mathematically these rules are applicable of equations to this also. R is equal to rho v square L square phi of mu L v rho comma k upon rho v square. This is functional relationship. Everybody understood now? ओके, सांगायला थोडं हे वाटत असेल पण अंडरस्टूड झाले का? डाऊट आहेत अजून काय? Please, no doubt म्हणून लिहा, other so that we'll go to next numerical. Next numerical we are going to take fastly. I am not going to take this much time. Our procedure is this procedure only we have to follow. Understood clearly? No doubt. अंडरस्टूड क्लिअरली एवढं तर लिहा कमीत कमी, जेणेकरून मला कॉन्फिडन्स येईल की पुढच्या न्यूमेरिकल जायला. नो डाऊट. ओके निकितावर. ओके, ठीक आहे. गुड. चलो, others please reply like Nikita. Okay, now this is our example. Next example, this numerical will take and we'll stop this Buckingham's pi theorem, dimension analysis. Using Buckingham's pi theorem show that discharge Q consumed by an oil ring is given by discharge Q consumed by an oil ring is given by Q is equal to n d raised to d cube phi of mu upon rho n d square, comma sigma upon, okay, sigma means surface tension, sigma upon rho n square d cube, comma specific w divided by rho n square d. Okay, so here how many pi terms are there? You can get it from this, where d is internal diameter of the ring, n is rotational speed, rho is density, mu is viscosity, rho is surface tension, and w is specific weight of an oil. कधी कधी न्यूमेरिकली विचारतात. Write down. Using Buckingham's pi theorem show that discharge Q consumed by an oil ring is given by Q, because otherwise you don't write, afterwards you solve, write down and then solve, and I will give quick review of this numerical. Okay, so we'll follow as our procedure told by me and Swas. Return fast, please tell this, give response, or problem is over, and this problem you solve after this lecture or after your today's lectures, and send me this WhatsApp, send me on this WhatsApp solutions. I will take fast recap of the numerical. Over, please fast. Tell me the numerical you write down and you solve afterwards. I will take recap only. Actually, for taking recap also 5 to 6 minutes or 10 minutes are required. You will need 20 minutes to solve in good fashion. Write up of numericals over. Don't write other things. On one separate good page, you write, solve it, and then send it on my WhatsApp. Swas over. Nikita, Swas. Over.
Yes, sir. Over.
Okay. Now, how many variables are there that we have to find out? So it depends on Q. Q is one dependent variable. Q is called as now here dependent variable. Okay. Q is dependent variable. DEP, dependent variable, only shortly. Dependent variable. Okay. Then Q, N. Another is there that Q is what? Depends on N. Okay. So N, diameter D, then mu, then rho. So then sigma, rho and D were covered, and W. Okay. So Q is a function of, we can write, Q is a function of D means N, D, N, rho, sigma, sorry, D, N, rho, mu, sigma, and W. Everybody getting? So how many N are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, sorry. This is F of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many N are there? Total number of variables are there? 7. Okay. Or F1 of Q, D, N, rho, mu, sigma, W is equal to 0. Now, to represent this here, we have to write the MLT forms. So Q discharge, L raised to 3, T raised to minus 1. Then M is M raised to 0. Then afterwards, diameter D, D means only L. N is equal to meter here, rotational speed per second, RPS we can say, revolutions per second. So revolution is having no unit, so per second. So T raised to minus 1. Then rho, kg per meter cube, M into L raised to minus 1. Mu, viscosity, M raised to 1, L raised to minus 1, T raised to minus 1. Okay. And sigma, surface tension, Newton per meter. Okay. Sigma means what? Here, surface tension is what? Unit is Newton per meter. Newton means what? Here, kg meter per second square divided by meter. So, Newton च्या मधून फक्त काय होईल आता? kg, I will write kg meter per second square into divided by m. M will get cancelled. Kg per second square. Sigma will become m kg m L raised T raised to minus 2. Okay. That this will be now. How many m are there? We'll tell. म्हणजे एकाला जरी MLT फॉर्म MLT रिप्रेझेंट लागत असतील MLT तर MLT तिन्ही डायमेन्शन लागतात. फंडामेंटल डायमेन्शन हे सगळे व्हेरिएबल रिप्रेझेंट करण्यासाठी. देअरफॉर नंबर ऑफ फंडामेंटल डायमेन्शन्स आर 3. Number of fundamental dimensions are 3. Total number of pi terms will be what? किती असतील? N minus M म्हणजे 7 minus 3 is equal to 4. So how we got? Pi term means what? एक पहिले pi term असणार. Pi 1 दुसरी असणार. Pi 2 तिसरी असणार. Pi 3 आणि चौथी असणार Pi 4. will एक 2 3 4 5 झाल्या. पॅटर्न किती झाले? 4. एव्हरीवन अंडरस्टँड? लिहू नका, फक्त अंडरस्टँड झालं तर येस म्हणा, पटकन पण आपण.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Others please reply. Yes. Okay. Reply fast. Therefore, f of pi 1, comma pi 2, comma pi 3, comma pi 4 is equal to 0. Okay. Now, we have to select the repeating variables. How many repeating variables are there? It has another repeating variable. RV is equal to what? जेवढे फंडामेंटल डायमेन्शन्स असतील. म्हणजे आता किती आहेत आपले फंडामेंटल डायमेन्शन्स? 3. म्हणजे 3 म्हणजे रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल आपले किती असणार? 3. आणि बाकीचे काय असणार? नॉन रिपीटिंग 4 असणार. नॉन रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल असणार आपले 3. ओके. नाउ विल सिलेक्ट. नाउ वन बाय वन विल सिलेक्ट. नाउ हियर फ्लो जॉमेट्रिक प्रॉपर्टी मधला कुठला घ्यायचा? डी. ओके. डी जॉमेट्रिक प्रॉपर्टी मधला घेतला. व्हेलॉसिटीचा फ्लो प्रॉपर्टी म्हणजे व्हेलॉसिटी ऍक्सेलरेशन मधला एन, आणि फ्लुइड प्रॉपर्टीचा पहिला बेसिक कुठली फ्लुइड प्रॉपर्टी असते आपली महत्वाची, रो. डी एन रो वी आर सिलेक्टेड ॲज ए रिपीटिंग व्हेरिएबल. म्हणजे आता पाय 1 पाय 2 पाय 3 पाय 4 म्हणजे डी एन रो सगळीकडे असतात, फक्त त्याच्या पॉवर्स काय असणार वेगळ्या. डी रेस टू A1 बी रेस एन रेस टू B1 रो रेस टू C1 इंटू क्यू. डिपेंडेंट व्हेरिएबल मधला असतो तो क्यू. ओके, पाय 2 डी रेस टू A2 एन रेस टू B2. हे काय तुम्ही इकडे कमी जास्त खाली वर केलं तर चालते, काय प्रॉब्लेम येत नाही. कधी तुम्ही ह्याला म्यू म्हणला, ह्याला ए म्हणला, काय प्रॉब्लेम येत. तो डी रेस टू A2 म्हणजे पाय 1 टर्म ह्या काही जणांची पाय 1 टर्म पाय 2 असू शकते, पाय 3 त्याचा काय फरक पडू शकत नाही. डी रेस टू A2 एन रेस टू B2 रो रेस टू C2 इंटू म्यू. पाय 3 त्याप्रमाणे सिग्माची आणि इथं म्यू. आता पाय 1 आणि हे सोल्व केल्यानंतर आता सरांनी पण वी हॅव ऑल्सो टेकन शॉर्टकट दॅट हिअर वी हॅव टू सॉल्व पाय 1 m रेस टू 0 n रेस टू 0 t रेस टू 0. वी हॅव टू सॉल्व दिस. So after solving this, what we'll get that pi1 is equal to q upon d3 raised to n. pi2 is equal to mu upon rho n d square. Pi3 rho sigma upon pi d cube n raised to square rho pi3 त्याप्रमाणे आलं. and therefore q is equal to what म्हणजे q upon pi1 we can write here f of pi1 comma pi2 comma pi3 comma pi4 is equal to 0. Okay, or pi1 is equal to phi of pi2 comma pi3 comma pi4. Everyone q is equal to dq. ये फाइनल आंसर है. We would understand this. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Suhas understood. Okay, now you solve it and send on my WhatsApp, or send through me by WhatsApp. Huh? Okay, good. Very good, very good. Now this also you can write the efficiency eta of a fan depends upon density rho, dynamic viscosity mu, the angular velocity omega, diameter d of rotor discharges q. Express eta in terms of dimension parameters. Here eta means efficiency. Efficiency dimension असते का, त्याचा फॉर्म येणार m रेस टू 0 l रेस टू 0 t रेस टू 0. त्याप्रमाणे हे पण सोडवा. हे दोन न्यूमेरिकल मला सोडून आज व्हॉट्सअप करा. Efficiency eta of a fan depends upon density rho, dynamic viscosity mu, okay, angular velocity w, and diameter d of the rotor and discharge q. Express eta in terms of dimensionless parameters. याचं उत्तर आहे एवढं शॉर्टकट मध्ये लिहून सेंड मी. Over. This is over about dimension analysis. डायमेन्शन अनालिसिस आपल्याला कुठे उपयोग होतो? तर एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन मध्ये वी आर गेटिंग द यूज द एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन एटसेट्रा टू फॉर्म द डायमेन्शनल groups to get the functional relationship amongst the variables and to reduce the actually basic use is there. सगळ्या जास्त एक प्रत्येक व्हेरिएबल असं वर एक्सप्लेन करण्यापेक्षा त्याचे ग्रुप करून किंवा त्याचं फंक्शनल रिलेशन वापरून जर आपण एक्सपेरिमेंट केले तर लेस एक्सपेरिमेंट्स आर रिक्वायर्ड. आणि लेस एक्सपेरिमेंट म्हणजे एक्सपेरिमेंट कमी झाल्यानंतर त्याची कॉस्ट पण कमी होते. Or numerical, you can send it. Promise me that everybody will send. Those I understood. All, not everybody. All should send. And ask your friends. That means very few students. 27 students have only solved the quiz number 1. Others, what is the problem? I don't know. Solve it today only. I am going to give the marks. Your term work will depend on quiz marks also. And today I will release quiz number 2 also. I will release in the night here after college hours, so that you can solve and you can submit. So there will be, I will not waste our time of our lectures for the quizzes. Is it good? Quiz साठी सेपरेट टाइम द्यायला नको, कारण आपला सिलेबस आहे वास्ट. Swas, Nikita, Paul, Shivani, shall we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now similitude. Another type is that similitude. Okay. So before that, model analysis. We have to go for what? Model analysis. Now, what is model? What is model? So, for predicting the performance of hydraulic structures such as dam, steel, aeroplane, or hydraulic machines such as turbines, pumps, aeroplanes. Here, before actually constructing or manufacturing, modes of structures or machines are made up and tests are performed on them to obtain desired information. म्हणजे if you get that, instead of that, if those machines are there, okay, or those are the big hydraulic structures are there, or smallest hydraulic structures are there, to test them, here we are using or we are making their models. For example, if aeroplane we have to test, okay, and aeroplane is costing too much, it may cost in crores, okay, so 800 crore, like that, too much huge price is there of aeroplane. And if we during the testing, if you not perform testing on models, if you test directly on the aeroplane, and if something will go wrong, then what will happen? That accident of aeroplane may be occurs. It may also destroy the pilots, etc. Okay. Then the cost, that money will go in vain, waste. Okay. And to save such kind of money, testing purposes, manufacture. Sometimes what will happen? Here, if we manufacture big structure and that structure will not be sustainable, then that cost of that manufacturing will go waste. To reduce that cost, to save that cost, here we are making the models of such structures, maybe hydraulic structure, hydraulic machine, so that models were making small, and we are testing on the models. As model is small, the money involved in the model preparation, model, if it will get wrong also experimentation, so that amount of huge experiment, huge cost as per as the aeroplane is model will be very small. So as compared to the actual aeroplane accident, model accident will be very small, and we can reduce our money, reduce the cost of wastage. So for that, models are prepared. Everybody getting now what is meant by model and model? So model is a actual small scale replica, not it is replica, not small scale. Sometimes here model is this is very important. Model is small scale replica of actual structure or machine. त्या एखाद्या मशीन किंवा स्ट्रक्चर जे स्मॉल केलं त्याचं रिप्लिका आहे, झेरॉक्स कॉपी. रिप्लिका म्हणजे इट इज गोइंग टू बी वन ऑफ द झेरॉक्स कॉपी आहे त्याची हाईट अशी, that replica of actual structure or machine. The actual machine structure or machine is called as prototype. जे ऍक्च्युअल मशीन असतं ज्याचं आपण मॉडेल करतो त्या ऍक्च्युअल मशीन किंवा हायड्रॉलिक स्ट्रक्चर इज कॉल्ड एज व्हॉट, प्रोटोटाइप. आणि इट्स मॉडेल इज इट्स रिप्लिका इज कॉल्ड एज मॉडेल. Okay, everybody got prototype means what? The actual machine or the structure whose model is prepared, that is called as prototype. It is called as what? Prototype. And model is whose prototype's replica is nothing but machine's replica is nothing but model. It is necessary that model should be smallest than prototype. In some cases they may larger. म्हणजे असं काय नाही की मॉडेल प्रत्येक वेळेस मॉडेल हे लहानच असेल. काही वेळेस मॉडेल हे मशीन पेक्षा काय असतं, मोठं असतं. कधी असणार ते मोठं? एनिबडी गेस सांगा प्रभू, तुमचा गेस काय असू शकतो? कडे मॉडेल कधी मोठं असू शकतं प्रोटोटाइप पेक्षा? बरं, बिफोर दॅट एव्हरीबडी अंडरस्टँड व्हॉट इज मीन बाय मॉडेल, व्हॉट इज मीन बाय प्रोटोटाइप, आणि गरज काय मॉडेलची, मॉडेल अनालिसिसची किंवा मॉडेल प्रिपरेशनची? एव्हरीबडी अंडरस्टँड?
Yes, sir.
Frankly, okay. Others like Suhas, I like Suhas reply, so he is immediately okay. Yes, Nikita Power, good. Others, please reply. If doubts are there, you ask. Okay. Ata, Suhas, anybody can tell now? In some cases, models may be bigger than the prototype. In which cases? Example, if somebody can give example.
When machine is very small.
Very good. Machine is very small. आणि त्याच आपल्याला एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन किंवा त्याचं प्रेडिक्शन करणं, एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन करणं, इफ इट इज व्हेरी डिफिकल्ट, इफ मशीन इज टू मच स्मॉल. फॉर एक्झाम्पल, द गिअर्स इन रिस्ट वॉच. Example I am telling you, it may some machines are there which are always also smaller than that wristwatch gears. Okay, in that case, to analyze the performance of wristwatch gears, here we have to make models bigger. Or those machines were introducing in the medical surgery, etc. There some machines maybe we may require some machines to introduce in the body during for curing that person during the operation, etc. In that case, the models may be bigger than actual prototypes. Okay, so good. So here prototype, in some cases they may be larger than prototype. The study of modes of actual machines called as model analysis. हे सगळं जे याचा आहे ऍक्च्युअल मशीनचा अनालिसिस, याला आपण म्हणतो मॉडेल अनालिसिस. ऍडव्हान्टेजेस काय मॉडेल अनालिसिसची? द परफॉर्मन्स ऑफ हायड्रॉलिक स्ट्रक्चर ऑर मशीन कॅन बी इझिली प्रेडिक्टेड इन ऍडव्हान्स. इन ऍडव्हान्स म्हणजे आधीच, तयार व्हायच्या आधीच, म्हणजे स्ट्रक्चर किंवा हायड्रॉलिक मशीन तयार होण्याच्या आधीच मॉडेलवर आपण टेस्ट करू शकतो. With the help of dimension analysis, a relationship between variable influencing the flow problem in terms of dimensional parameters is obtained. The merits of alternative design can be predicted. जर काय चुकीच होत असेल तर आताच मॉडेल तयार करताना आपण त्याच्यामध्ये आपण वी कॅन सुधारणा करू शकतो, इम्प्रुव्हमेंट करू शकतो. द टेस्ट परफॉर्म ऑन द मॉडेल्स कॅन बी युटिलाइज्ड फॉर ऑब्टेनिंग इन ॲडव्हान्स युजफुल इन्फॉर्मेशन अबाउट द परफॉर्मन्स. म्हणजे मेन ऍक्च्युअल मशीनचा परफॉर्मन्स करण्यासाठी त्याच्या आधी आपण मॉडेलवर जे टेस्ट घेतले तर दॅट इन्फॉर्मेशन इज युजफुल इन गेटिंग ऍक्च्युअल परफॉर्मन्स. म्हणजे आपले मिसाईल्स वगैरे असतात, जे मिसाईल्स वगैरे असतात ते टेस्टिंग जर आपण डायरेक्ट करायला लागलो तर which amount is going to be necessary. तर त्याच्यापेक्षा त्याचे स्मॉल मॉडेल्सवर टेस्ट केल्या आणि त्या टेस्ट मधून जी माहिती आपल्याला रिलेशन काय कन्क्लुजन येतील, ते कन्क्लुजनचा आपण त्या ऍक्च्युअल टेस्ट करताना त्याचा उपयोग होतो. आता सिमिलिट्यूड. आता मॉडेल एखाद्या गोष्टीचं करत असताना देअर शुड बी सिमिलरिटी इन बिटवीन मॉडेल अँड प्रोटोटाइप. म्हणजे एखाद्याचं मॉडेल, एखाद्याच्या ऍक्च्युअल मशीनचं जर आपण इफ यू गोइंग फॉर द मॉडेल प्रिपरेशन ऑफ दॅट मशीन, इट शुड बी सिमिलर विथ द प्रोटोटाइप और ऍक्च्युअल मशीन. ओके, तर दॅट इज कॉल्ड एज सिमिलिट्यूड. सिमिलिट्यूड मीन्स व्हॉट? Similitude is defined. That is called as what? That attitude means similarity. Attitude means it is called as, in short, similitude. Okay, so similitude is defined as the similarity between model and its prototype. That model and prototype should be similar with each other, and that is called as here similitude. आता ते कसे सिमिलर असले पाहिजेत? ओके, नुसतं दिसून सिमिलर असणं चालणार नाही. तर एखाद्या गोष्टीचं एखाद्या मशीनचं जर आपल्याला मॉडेल करायचं असेल तर दे शुड बी सिमिलर with the actual machine. First case, okay, and the similitude is defined as similarity between model and its prototype. Prototype म्हणजे actual machine in every respect, which means that the model and prototype have two similar properties or completely similar or should be completely similar. Now, if we say to have the complete similarity, that model should have similarity between three types. So first is called as geometric similarity. म्हणजे पहिलं उद्देश काय पाहिजे, मॉडेल अँड प्रोटोटाइप शुड बी जॉमेट्रिकली सिमिलर. म्हणजे तुमचे मशीन ऍक्च्युअली रेक्टँगल आहे आणि तुमचं मॉडेल आहे ट्रँग्युलर. इट नेव्हर सॉल्व द पर्पज. सो whatever the model is there, machine is there, its model should be also geometrically similar in each and every respect with the prototype or actual machine. Then second is what? Kinematic similarity. Kinematic similarity means what? Related to velocity and acceleration. So एखाद्या लिंकची, you are now learning the Tokyo subject. In that case, link velocity we are knowing. So link velocity, ratio of the link velocity of model and ratio of link velocity of prototype should be same. And then last one is what? Dynamic similarity. Forces वगैरे जे ऍक्ट होणार आहेत याच्यावर लिंकवर, that should be also similar. Its similarity should be there. Everybody got types of similarities? First of all, everybody got similitude means what? Similitude means what? Everybody got?
Yes, sir.
Got? Okay. Suhas, okay. Others, please reply like Suhas fast.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Who told? Others, please reply in chat box. Otherwise, doubts are there, ask me. Now we'll see one by one. Geometric similarity. Geometric similarity is said to be exist between model and prototype if the ratio of all corresponding linear dimensions in the model and prototype are equal. Ratio दोघांचा काय असला पाहिजे? सेम. Let LM, BM, DM, AM, VM be the length, width, diameter, area and volume of model respectively, and LP, that is LP, BP, DP, AP, VP be the corresponding values of prototype. म्हणजे corresponding value म्हणजे length, width, diameter of prototype. म्हणजे prototype म्हणजे काय? Actual machine. Remember, at MCQ you are going to ask what is meant by prototype. Prototype means what? Actual machine, and model means it is replica of the actual machine. You have to remember this. Prototype means what? It is actual machine. Okay. Now let LM, BM, DM. Then for geometric similarity between model and prototype, this condition should be satisfied. LP upon म्हणजे length of prototype divided by length of model is equal to म्हणजे width of prototype divided by width of model is equal to diameter of prototype divided by. So this ratio LR, it's called a length ratio. It's called a scale ratio. Sorry, length ratio scale. So it should be equal. LMP upon LM is equal to BP upon BM is equal to DP upon DM is equal to LR. Okay, so it should be scale ratio. For area and volume ratio, the relationship should be given as below. That's the AP upon AM is equal to LR square. VP चा upon volume, तर हे काय असला पाहिजे तो LR cube ratio. Here scale ratio चा cube. You would understand geometric similarity. Geometry means it should be shape, it should be same. At the same time, here it should be what? Length to length or varied dimensions of prototype to the varied dimensions of model should be also equal, and that ratio is called as scale ratio. Okay. Similarly, area upon area of prototype divided by area of model is also equal to what? LP into BP, LM into BM, LR square. The volume cube also ratio should be same. So here already area, volume, dimensions, it should be, that ratio should be similar of ratio means prototype to the model. Then next is what? Kinematic similarity. So next is kinematic similarity. So kinematic similarity means the similarity of motion. Kinematic means what? Motion. We are learning motion. without any kind of forces. So kinematic similarity means the similarity of motion between model and prototype. Okay. Thus, kinematic similarity is said to be exist if ratio of velocity and acceleration at the corresponding point in the model and at the corresponding point in the prototype is same. म्हणजे एखाद्या लिंकचा किंवा एखाद्या पॉइंटचा जर एखादा आपण काय घेतलं व्हेलॉसिटी घेतली मॉडेलची ते रेशो ऑफ व्हेलॉसिटी ऑफ प्रोटोटाइप डिवाइड बाय व्हेलॉसिटी ऑफ मॉडेल should be same. Okay, since velocity and acceleration are vector quantities, hence not only the ratio of magnitude of velocity and acceleration at the corresponding point in the model and prototype should be same, but the directions of velocity and acceleration at the corresponding point in the model and prototype also should be parallel, because velocity and acceleration are the vector quantities velocity. Therefore, not only they should be similar in the magnitude, but also their direction should be parallel. Same means parallel. Okay, that is called as kinematic similarity. Again, I'll repeat. Kinematic similarity means the similarity of motion between model and prototype. Thus, kinematic similarity is said to be exist if ratio of velocity and acceleration at the corresponding point in the model and the corresponding point in the prototype should be same. Also, their direction should be parallel or similar. Let Vp1, Vp2 are the velocity of fluid at point 1 and 2 in the prototype. AP, AP2 are the acceleration prototype. Vp, Vm1, Vm2 are the velocity of the model. AM1, AM2 are the acceleration at point 1 and 2 in the proto of model. A prototype velocity Vp1, Vp2. तर फॉर कायनेमॅटिक सिमिलिटी वी मस्ट हॅव काय असणार इथल्या एखाद्या पॉईंटचा Vp1 डिवाइड बाय Vm1 it should be equal to Vp2 divided by Vm2, and that is called as what? Velocity ratio. So for kinematic similarity, so ratio of velocity of model at any point, velocity of model to the velocity of prototype, or velocity of prototype to the velocity of model should be same, and this should be, that ratio should be same for all points. Then and then only we'll see that model and prototype are kinematically in similarity, have in kinematic nature or kinematically similar with each other. That is called as kinematic similarity. Everybody understand? Suhas, any doubt?
No doubt.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, shall we proceed, or others please reply? Chat box. Nikita Pawar. Okay, Nikita Pawar, yes. Okay, Shaneshwar Misal. Prathamesh Patil. Okay, Shivani Nane. Shall we proceed? Okay. These
Yes,
notes
sir.
I will send. Okay. Then another type of similarity is there. Here is called as what? Dynamic similarity. It is called as what? Dynamic similarity. So dynamic similarity means the similarity of forces. Dynamic similarity means what? Similarity of forces between model and prototype. The dynamic similarity is the said to exist between model and prototype if the ratio of the corresponding forces acting at the corresponding points are equal. Also, the directions of corresponding forces at the corresponding point should be same. Again I will repeat. Dynamic similarity means the similarity of forces between model and prototype. The dynamic similarity is said to exist between model and prototype if the ratio of corresponding forces acting at the corresponding point are equal. Ratio should be equal, like our velocity. So here FIP, inertia force at a point in prototype, viscous force in prototype, FGP, gravity force in prototype, and like this FIM. FIP म्हणजे काय? Inertia force of prototype, viscous force of prototype, gravity force of prototype. Okay, and therefore, and same point here, inertia force in model, viscous force of model, EFG, gravity force of model. करस्पॉन्डिंग व्हॅल्यूज ऑफ फोर्सेस ऍट द करस्पॉन्डिंग पॉईंट इन मॉडेल. त्याच पॉईंटला त्या मॉडेलचे फोर्सेस. देन ह्याचा रेशो फक्त सेम आहे. देन फॉर डायनामिक सिमिलिटी वी हॅव Fy upon Fi of P divided by Fy of M is equal to Fv of P viscous force divided by Fp of M. Fg of P divided by Fg of M is equal to F, or is called as force ratio. So these kind of force ratio should be same. So if the force ratios at corresponding points in prototype as well as in model, if they are same, then we say that these model and prototypes are dynamically similar with each other. You already got this dynamic similarity. So these kind of similarity, we don't have the numericals on this, only we have to learn the theories. What is meant by model, what is meant by prototype, and what is meant by dynamic similarities. Everybody understood all three kinds of similarities?
Yes, sir.
Suhas understood. Others, please reply.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So somebody can revise this. How many types of similarities are there at least? Suhas?
Yes, sir.
Revise it. How many types of similarities are there? Only tell similarity types.
First similarity, geometric similarity. Second, kinematic similarity, and third, dynamic similarity.
So geometric similarity related to length, volume,
Length,
dimension,
breadth, and area. Area, volume.
Okay, volume, geometric properties. Kinematic similarity related to motion parameters like velocity and acceleration.
Acceleration.
And dynamic is related to forces.
Force.
Okay. Then what is meant by similitude, Nikita Pawar? Similitude means what?
Similarity between model and prototype.
Okay. Now somebody, Shivani Nane, what is meant by model? These are the MCQ types questions. Model means what? Replica. It may be small or big. It is a replica of actual machine. Actual machine ला काय म्हणतोय आपण? Actual machine is called as anybody?
Prototype.
Prototype. Good. So I think with this we have completed the sub chapter of the unit number 5, that is dimensional analysis, model and similarity. So example of Buckingham's pi theorem, all relays theorem, Buckingham's pi theorem complete. Now second part of that is drag and lift forces. If you complete drag and lift forces, we complete the fluid mechanics, and then remaining 3 chapters are there: turbines, that and pump, centrifugal pump. It is related to fluid machineries. Now fluid mechanics last study remain now. What is meant by drag forces, what is lift forces, and there are some small simple numericals. Now shall we close today?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.